Happy Sunday, y'all. I wanted to sit down and chat and react to a little clip from Garrett's video he uploaded yesterday on GM Golf, his most recent Break 65 episode. Very entertaining video for those of you who have watched it. It's an up and down round, and it was very good, and it was a good video put together by him, but he had a bit of a rant in the cart in one of the holes, and I just wanted to watch and react to it with you guys because the timing of it is definitely interesting. Obviously, that's where a lot of people's brains are going to go, but he's talking about it from a perspective of a YouTuber, and I feel like that's something I can offer and kind of a perspective I can share with you guys that I'm interested in talking about. So we're going to jump right into that. Be sure today's the last day you guys can hit that subscribe button before I give away a pack of premium balls. Whatever you play, Pro V1s, Callaways, Bridgestones, whatever it is, if you guys want to win a pack of balls, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button. I'll be announcing in either tomorrow or Tuesday's video the winner of those balls. So be sure guys hit that button.
I want to answer my most frequently asked question. Garrett, are you going to go pro? Well, for anyone that is a pro golfer or is close to a pro golfer, D1 golfer, I think probably knows like the difference between me and a pro is huge. There's a massive gap there. Like, I will never come out here and claim to be a pro golfer or anywhere close to a pro golfer. Yes, I can go out on certain days, for example, with Kozan, and I can compete with a pro golfer every once in a while, but I am nowhere close to that level. Their misses are so much smaller than a guy like me, or honestly anyone else that you see golfing on YouTube through Good. I mean, Quan is a pro golfer, like he's a real pro golfer, but there's just a huge difference between YouTube golfer like me and then a pro golfer.
Okay, so I think this is one of the first points where most people were throwing up red flags and being like, any golfer in Good. Like what? Like pro golfer Good? Micah has just left Good in order to go pursue pro golf. Grant has kind of hinted at playing in little mini tour events or other kind of semi-pro events. Obviously, this feels maybe like there was a bit of like backhanded intention with this, but realistically, he addressed this by saying, I'm going to answer the most asked question to him, and this is in a series of him trying to break 65, which is a professional golfer level score. Like, that is an insane score, and so I think for him, this is really intentionally just to talk about his point of view on it and where he comes from, and I don't think this is directly throwing shade at anyone. And, you know, as much as it would be easy to come on here and try to really stir up the drama and be like, yeah, he's talking crap about Micah and Grant and whatever, Garrett's just not that kind of guy, I don't think, and like, no matter what happened, I don't see him coming on here and saying this for that kind of reason. So I wanted to shut that rumor down like right away so you guys don't think that's what this video is about, because it's not. It's about the question he's about to answer and kind of ask, but obviously that I think is where a lot of people threw their red flags up. But personally, I just don't think he would do that. I don't think he's trying to talk down on anyone, and I think too, like we'll discuss in a minute, there's different levels to professional golf, and we'll get into that.
And I guess to answer the question is like, I've definitely thought, like, because my first goal in golf was to be a pro golfer, so I've definitely thought one day it would be really cool to pursue that and like spend a ton of time trying to become a pro golfer. But at the end of the day, it's like, I love doing YouTube, I love bringing you guys this content, and for me to do that to the best of my ability, in my mind, I really do have to focus on like just doing YouTube, because it's really hard to do both, and I think I would even go as far as saying it's nearly impossible.
So this is really the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to talk about today, because personally, as someone who's been doing YouTube full-time for like 3+ years, obviously I just jumped on and started this channel now, like it's become very apparent to me over the years. Like, luckily I'm obsessed with YouTube. It's what I love to do. Like, just as much as I love watching and playing golf, I love making YouTube videos even more. And to me, it's like the dedication that needs to go into it to achieve what you want on this platform and to really build a place for yourself is utter and pure dedication to the craft. Like, there are so many people trying to do it. There is so much competition. There's so much, you know, space in the market, but also just people coming in trying to do the same thing you are. So I look at it very much as like, I put my everything into this. I study it, I prepare for it, I rest for it, I do everything I can to bring you guys the most valuable, entertaining content possible and just put my all into it. And Garrett has been on this platform just as long, if not longer, than I have, and he definitely sees that too. And I think most people who are through and through YouTubers who aren't using it as a means to an end, or, you know, using it as an accessory to something else they're doing, if you're a pure YouTuber, you see that. And that's where I think he's coming from here, right? And I think he realizes that also in order to achieve top level professional golf, and now I think here he's talking about like PGA Tour level golf. I don't think he's talking about just being a club pro or playing in local pro events. I think he's talking about reaching the highest level. He talked about his dream of, you know, one day playing pro golf. I think he's referring to pro golf as PGA Tour level golf. And in order to get to that level, not only do you have to be incredibly gifted, but you also have to put in insane amounts of work, 6, 7, 8 hours a day. He goes on to mention, like, very true. There's no way you can do both those things. Pursue YouTube like, you know, a top end creator should if you want to grow your channel and give your all to your audience, which I think is the utmost important. It's what I try to do every single day, but also give all of yourself to golf. You can't give all of yourself to two things, and you kind of have to choose, or both are just kind of going to be like,
Like what work the pro golfers have to put into to be at the level that they're at is 5, 6, 7 hours a day sometimes of just grinding. And that's without having to worry about filming a golf shot and a camera and stuff like that. I enjoy making videos and playing golf more than I like competitive golf. So I guess the answer to the question is right now, no. One day, I think it could be cool to give it a try later on in the future. But again, I'm not really sure because I truly believe I'm very far away from a pro golfer level. So anyways, let's go play this hole.
Listen, I found this rant very interesting because I think it opens our eyes up to something that you might not think about if you're not a YouTuber, which is like the dedication that goes into this craft from all of these guys out the top end. It's full on, right? And that's what it takes. And although they're making golf content, although they are amazing golfers, in order to achieve that highest of high levels of golf, it would definitely take sacrificing stuff on the YouTube. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a YouTube channel and be a pro golfer. You can do what Bryson DeChambeau is doing, which is you just outsource everything. You have a cameraman, you have an editor, you have a producer, you have someone coming up with the ideas, someone doing the thumbnails, and you're very hands off. You're just there as a talent. You're just there to play golf. And that's one way to do it. But I think why YouTubers, like Bryson isn't a YouTuber. He's a guy using YouTube for whatever, his brand, to build his brand. YouTubers are people who genuinely care about making content on the platform, connecting with an audience, providing value to that audience, and you want to have your hands in every bit of it, right? Like you may, get an editor one day or have a cameraman or all that stuff, of course, but you're still in the trenches every day, focused on the creation of the videos, because that's how you get the best videos possible. You have to be obsessed with it, and that's the point he's making. And obviously, again, as someone who's obsessed with YouTube, this was a very interesting clip for me. And I think with everything that's gone on recently, with the talk obviously of Micah and Grant and all those guys, mainly Micah leaving to play professional golf, like it was an interesting time. It was an interesting conversation, and I'm sure again a lot of people will think maybe that's where it was going. I personally don't. I think again it would be for sure a sacrifice on some level of your channel if you're trying to do that. If Micah wants to go and try to get on the PGA Tour, he's going to have to dedicate so much time to that he will have to, if he keeps going with the channel, outsource a lot of it and really take his focus away from that and onto other things. And that's just part of it, right? So do I think Garrett was trying to intentionally say anything to either of those guys? No, I said it earlier on in the video, but I think he makes an incredible point. I think it's a very interesting point, and I think it should give a lot of us a lot of hope for the future with his channel and Good. This guy is fully focused on the YouTube grind, and that's how you make the best content. That's how you grow a Good channel to 1 million plus subscribers. His personal channel is almost at 1 million. Like, this guy's in it. I'm proud of him. I'm excited for the future, and this honestly just fired me up.